After completing a master's program at Hosei University Graduate School, he worked at Seibu Gakuen Bunri High School for 21 years. Since April 2024, he has been a full-time lecturer at Seibu Bunri University. In addition to contributing to English education journals and other publications, he has been serving as a lecturer for ELEC workshops since 2016. He has also spoken at numerous workshops, lectures, and seminars, including 60 presentations across 11 prefectures nationwide. Furthermore, he has conducted many open classes and demonstration lessons. I'd like to welcome Mr. Tsuchiya Shinichi. Okay, so let's begin. So what is cross-curricular teaching?
Cross-curricular teaching is an approach that integrates and connects different academic areas, which makes it possible for students to develop a deeper understanding of knowledge they have learned across various subjects.
Okay, and what motivated you to start this type of project?
Well, what motivates me most is seeing the moment when students realize the connection between the knowledge learned across different subjects and English.
Okay. What's the difference between CLIL and cross-curricular teaching?
I think the difference lies in focus. CLIL primarily focuses on understanding the content of other subjects through learning English. On the other hand, cross-curricular teaching emphasizes the integrating of the contents of multiple academic fields. In that sense, my approach might be considered a middle ground between these two.
Okay. Can you discuss the benefits of cross-curricular teaching for students?
Cross-curricular teaching encourages students to analyze information from various perspectives. They learn to think critically, solve problems creatively, and make connections between different pieces of information, enhancing their cognitive abilities.
Okay, and how do you integrate different subjects into your lessons?
Okay, cross-curricular teaching is effective when focusing on the deep meaning of words. For example, by simply learning the translations of speed and velocity, you don't fully understand their true meanings. By learning the knowledge specialized in different subjects, the difference between these two words becomes clear. That is to say, velocity refers to a speed with a direction which is suitable for describing a speed of a typhoon.
Okay. Can you discuss any examples of cross-curricular teaching that have sparked student inquiry and curiosity?
Of course, as I mentioned earlier, the lesson that approaches the nuances between these words, speed and velocity, was very successful from a physics point of view. May I explain using the PowerPoint slides?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay, now let me explain the words speed and velocity. Regarding speed, if a car is traveling at 60 miles per hour, its speed is 60 miles per hour. With velocity, if a car is traveling at 60 miles per hour to the north, its velocity is 60 miles per hour north. The difference between speed and velocity lies in whether direction is included. If you think it in everyday life, the reason we don't call speeding violations velocity violations is because the violation occurs regardless of direction.
Okay, thank you. Can you share a particular successful cross-curricular project or lesson you've conducted?
Of course, the cross-curricular teaching with world history focusing on the old and new flags of South Africa was very successful. in deepening students' understanding in English and approaching English expression. I'd like to explain the details of this lesson using the PowerPoint slides as well. Okay, let me explain the summary of the text. This story is about how Nelson Mandela united racially divided South Africa facing issues of discrimination and apartheid through the sport of rugby. In the story, an important element was the old and new flags of South Africa. Now, here's a question about flags. What can you see in the center of this flag? Okay, you can see 4 types of flags. Union Jack, the flag of the United Kingdom, Orange Free State, Transvaal Republic, and Dutch national flag. The world history teacher explained the course of history, and in the course of history, ANC, African National Congress, had an important role in creating the new flag. These 3 flags came together to create the new flag of South Africa. Okay, now here's another quiz. What do the 6 colors on the South African flag represent? What do you think? Black means black people. Red means blood. Green represents nature. Blue stands for the sea and the sky. Yellow represents natural resources such as gold. And white symbolizes white people and peace. While explaining just now, I used 4 different types of verbs. Did you notice that? Mean, represent, stand for, and symbolize.
Very interesting. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay, so let's move on. What challenges do you face when implementing cross-curricular teaching, and how do you overcome them?
Okay, well, when implementing cross-curricular teaching, one challenge is to coordinate a lesson plan with other teachers. To overcome these challenges, effective communication and collaboration among teachers are essential.
So how do you assess the effectiveness of your cross-curricular teaching methods?
Okay, there are several ways to assess the effectiveness of cross-curricular teaching methods. One approach is to regularly evaluate students' learning outcomes and understanding, which can include using tests, quizzes, and participation in discussions. Additionally, feedback from students and colleagues is also important.
Yes. So back to collaboration. What role does collaboration with other teachers play in your teaching approach?
Collaboration with other teachers plays an important role in my teaching approach. This makes it possible to share ideas, resources, and strategies to enhance students' learning. By working together, we can create interdisciplinary connections and address students' needs more effectively.
Okay, so what advice would you give to teachers who are interested in implementing cross-curricular teaching?
My advice would be to start by identifying common themes and concepts that can be integrated across different subjects. Perhaps the quickest way to do this is by chatting with colleagues in the staff room.
Okay. And what resources do you find most helpful in planning cross-curricular lessons?
I think considering different kinds of educational materials like textbooks, online resources, and videos helps a lot when planning a lesson that covers different subjects. Also, working with other teachers who specialize in different subjects gives good ideas for integrating content effectively.
Okay. Yes, very useful resources. And finally, how do you envision the future of cross-curricular education, and what role do you see yourself in planning its evolution?
Okay. I imagine in the future, cross-curricular education will become more connected and complete. Instead of teaching subjects separately, students will be taught in a way that they are all related to each other. This approach will help students to develop a deeper understanding of real-world problems and solutions, fostering critical thinking and creativity. My role will be to support both educators and learners in embracing the interdisciplinary kind of teaching.
Okay, Mr. Tsuchiya, let's move on to some general style
Okay.
chat questions. So, first one, what's your favorite English word or phrase?
Okay, my favorite English phrase is "every cloud has a silver lining." This phrase has a profound meaning for me because it reminds me to maintain optimism even in difficult situations. This mindset has helped me get through difficult situations even in difficult times.
Okay, have you ever been given a non-Japanese name or a nickname?
No, I haven't. Everyone calls me Tsuchi because my family name is Tsuchiya because it feels friendly and approachable.
Okay, yes, I agree. What is the first English word that you remember learning in school?
Well, I can't remember exactly, but it was hello or thank you. My first English teacher inspired me, and it sparked my interest in learning English, which eventually led me to become an English teacher.
Okay, very nice. And what's the most recent English word that you can remember noting down?
Well, the most recent word that I remember noting down is serendipity.
Okay.
I came across this word while reading a textbook, and it got my attention because of its beautiful meaning.
Okay.
Serendipity refers to the occurrence of a fortunate event by chance, so I wanted to remember this word in everyday life.
Okay. What's your favorite English book?
My favorite English book is CNN English Express. I enjoy it because not only can I learn English from it, I can also keep up with global affairs.
Yes. How about your favorite English language movie?
My favorite English movie is Mr. Holland's Opus, which is a heartwarming film about high school music teacher. I love this movie because it highlights the importance of dedicating oneself to a passion and the educational value.
Okay. Sounds very nice. Do you prefer the Beatles or the Rolling Stones?
I prefer Beatles because their music has a great impact on the world.
Ah, yes, that's true. How about rock or classical music?
Well, I like classical music better because it helps me relax, and actually my children learn to play the piano.
Ah, very nice. Podcast or radio?
Well, I prefer radios because it offers various kind of programs.
Okay. How about subtitles or dubbed versions of media?
I prefer subtitles because I can enjoy the original voices and the atmosphere of the characters.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Tsuchiya.
Thank you.
Thank you.